Hello, everybody. Oh my God, it is just going wildville on this side of the world in my personal sphere, anyway. Woo! How is everyone? How is everyone? Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are doing fine and dandy and all is good and golden. Yes, because it should only be that way. Whew, my Lord, today. Okay, I'm taking it you all can hear me. I saw Churchinelli had dropped a comment that just showed that she was able to, oops, sorry, she was able to she was able to hear the intro, and then someone said they had no sound. So I'm not sure if you're hearing me. I'm just talking to the wind or what, but just give me some indication that you can hear me. And I'm patiently waiting to see a one or that you can hear me. Oh, thank you, Church Nelly. Okay. Thank you. All right, Church Nelly gave me the thank y'all. Thank y'all. I see you. I see you hiding. Connie Palmer. All right. So I have to laugh at myself. Lord. Just as I was going live, my phone rings. It's the real estate agent. There's an offer. So he's giving me the highlights and I'm steady looking at the clock. Then I happen to look at my phone and my manager's like, "Did you do X, Y, and Z?" Because I was supposed to do X, Y, and Z this morning. And yeah. Um, oh, okay. I was getting ready to say, "Oh my God, Gwen, you don't have sound," but I read it wrong. Okay, so needless to say, life. It's good things, though. It's good things. I don't have a clue what that is that I just plugged into. I'm just going Wildville. All right. So Sussex Saturday once a week, and I'm always a mess. Isn't that something? All righty then. Hey, Samro, how are you? I just happened to see your name when I looked at the chat. I have to take a deep breath, make sure I have everything. Yes, the banners are running. All right, let me get into this so I can. Oh, Lord. Okay. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay. As I do each and every Sussex Saturday, I read my favorite quote that I found on the Archewell.org site. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. So it was a busy week, somewhat news that we got. Harry and Meghan or Archewell Foundation was out there doing what they do and sending the derangers into tailspins. And I love it for them. So, anyway, um, Alliance for Children's Rights. Meghan is very close with the founder of this, and we know they attended a tennis tournament. I believe the Archewell Foundation raised or donated 175,000 to this Alliance of Children's Foundation. Um, the founder, their son, who's a twin to the little girl you see in the picture, passed away at the age of 9, I believe, and Meghan was there to fill the gap for them. These pictures you can find on the archewell.org site. So they were giving some information, okay, on the information on children's rights, being advocates for the rights of vulnerable children. The Alliance for Children's Rights was founded in 1992. So it is supported the George Safran tennis tournament. And so, it was just a wonderful event seeing them out, smiling, happy. Meghan's dress that she was wearing in this at this event got an article written about it, but they're irrelevant. Okay. Anyway, this morning I happened to notice there was an extra leg in the picture. And I'm like, who is that? I've seen these pictures. I shared them with the channel members, etc. And I realized, oh, it's the little girl that's there. And I was like, oh my goodness. So, you know how you just look at a picture really quickly? You could just see the closeness. So I love this picture of the foursome there. And yeah, it's just wonderful. And here, Royal Suitor, who had tweeted out about it, and the tennis tournament was held in honor of um, George, who passed away in 2022 at the age of 9. And then again, his twin sister is the one that is shown there. So again, they were out and about and doing their thing. And, I love it for them. So, something that I have to laugh about is we mentioned this in the conversations over the last couple of Saturdays on voter registration and, getting out to vote. And, a lot of squatties are pushing that also, but because they are US citizens, of course, you're going to be out there just encouraging people to vote. Well, Archewell Foundation got involved also, and this has sent the Rangers off their rockers again. So, Vote Forward put out information, and you see there on the 19th that together, let's make every eligible voter is informed and empowered to participate in shaping America's future. Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Thank you and the whole team at Archewell for joining us in writing letters to voters this year. Wanted to get started, write your own, and then they give where you can sign up, and Harper's Bazaar was part of that, and that's all who wrote about that dress you wore to that tournament. Um, yeah, here is an article also about it. Just if you're not, it's saying here Americans not registered to vote, which is where the push needs to be, but also those that are and claim that they're not going to vote anyway. Nevertheless, I could get on a soapbox about that. On Archewell, they had National Voter Registration Day. They went out. You see the pictures, and I love the Archewell team. Not a whole lot of hype. You don't hear much about them. We all know the gentleman sitting there because, he keeps the ship running. Okay. And then they had their write up. What I liked about this is the second paragraph. Voting is not just a right, it's a fundamental way to influence the fate of our communities. So get out there, and it's true. Voting really starts at home. It's local. What happens locally affects you more than nationally in a sense, but voting is very, very, very important. Go out to the archwell.org site. Nightbot drops a link. I know Church Nelly usually drops a link, but go out and see and read the full article. Give them the clicks, as well as for the Alliance for Children's Rights. It's out there also, and you can read all about it. All right. As the subject said, Prince Harry's trip, New York trip, it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. So we know 22nd through the 29th. Oh, and he will be going to the UK. Hold your hats on that. Okay. Most of squatties probably know. We knew about the week that he would be in New York. More is coming out as to different events that he's booked and busy. Okay, I'm just going to say he's booked and busy. So UN Lesotho had put out, education is the key to a better future. Her Majesty Queen Menseta Mahato Seso, I'm going to butcher names, okay, and Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, joined UN Lesotho in advocating for quality education for every child, excuse me. So, yes, they will be there. So this is another event that Harry will be participating in, and I'm just going to move on, but there's things I could say. This was also announced that Climate Week Travelest will also be participating, and I'm just gonna leave it alone. Okay. You'll see what I'm saying. Harry's booked and busy. He don't have time for the foolishness or pretending to look. He's going to be in the room with some heavy hitters, and I did see a lot of squaddies having a good time calling him a statesman, even on the app, the X app, formerly known as Twitter. So Concordia dropped some news to say we're thrilled to introduce more esteemed leaders joining us for the 2024 annual summit this September in New York City, a premier gathering of public and private sector visionaries during the UN General Assembly week. I know the squaddies already identified the one picture um, that's in here, and it's a good picture of him. Um, they are some heavy hitters. So you have Governor of New York, you have the President, Global Affairs, Meta. Okay, we know who Meta is. Um, Prime Minister from the Republic of Iraq. You have the Mayor of London will be there. Oh, okay. Hold it back, Val. The president of World Bank Group, Deputy High Commissioner of UNHCR, ooh, um, the chief brand officer and co-owner of Dallas Cowboys Football Club. Go Cowboys will be there. National Medal of Honor Museum Foundation, and then the group chairman and CEO of DP World, the Sultan Ahmed. I'm not going to say the rest because I butcher names. And then Aloe Black, RIAA Diamond certified recording artist will also. So then the last two that they have here, co-founder of the Amazon Frontline. So this is Amazon, forests that they're protecting. And Nemonet, I guess is how you would say her name. And then the Honorable Maylene Veer, U.S. Ambassador of Global Women Issues. Um, that is what Meghan had participated in, I believe, when she first was working with you, long before she met Harry. Okay. In addition, Clinton Global Initiatives announced new addition to new speakers. First Lady will be participating. You see many others that are there. Those that are already were known. The governor of New York, which I was like, okay. You see Harry's face down there. Yes, go Harry. So, Royal Suitor had given this information. Prince Harry joins Bill and Chelsea Clinton, Dr. Tedros, Jose Andres, we know that's chef, and other leaders. Ooh, excuse me, for the Everything, Everywhere, All at Once panel at the Clinton Global Summit. And then it says register to watch September 24th, 9 to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. There is a link. One moment. I'm going to get that. Drop it into the chat so that if y'all want to go out and I'm registered to listen in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can do that, and the chat is flying as I see. So I'm just kind of waiting. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. There's the link I just dropped in. Hopefully, Church and Ellie or one of the other mods will grab and then can share. Not too much, but you will share it throughout the live stream anyway. All right, Well Child announced. We are delighted to announce that Well Child patron Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will attend the 2024 Well Child Awards in association with GSK on 30th September. The Duke will meet with our inspirational winners at a pre-ceremony reception before joining them in the main event. And we know he has done that over the years of him being the patron. He's very involved. You know, their patronage know who they are and they attend the meetings and they attend their events, etc. Okay, I had to be a little shady there, but so he will be overseas in that country for at least one night that we know of. All right. Um, just a reminder, October 22nd, Spare comes out in paperback. Get your pre-ordered copy if you haven't already. Um, in December, I haven't seen a date specifically. Polo, the documentary series, will be released out on Netflix. Highlighting that sport, which we know Harry is very involved with. So this is one of their two productions that were announced by Netflix that are coming on. So the Invictus Games is gearing up more so now. February is truly just around the corner, and they announced that Nelly Furtado is going to join Noah Khan at the opening ceremonies on February 8th, 2025, and they're saying prepare to be wowed by 500 performers in a spectacular, never before seen event. So I think Nelly is from Canada because just a reference that was kind of made. So some coverage of that was on Much Music. I happened to see that, and I was like, oh, okay. No, Invictus Games. So yay to all of that. Let me take a sip of my tea. Lord have mercy. Okay, excuse me. Yesterday marked the 6th anniversary of the Together Cookbook launch. So when Meghan went into the UK, had moved there officially, she was quietly meeting with the members of the community affected at the Grenfell Tower fire and really got involved with them. So much so, was so concerned as to, well, why are you only open, like, I think at that time it was 1 day a week in order for them to feed so many people. And so she was like, well, let's solve that. Let's come up with a way to solve it. And out of it was born the Together Cookbook. And I know I've received the book and many cooked different dishes out of it. So it was the first event hosted by Meghan as a royal where she gave a speech, and it was maybe 2 minutes, if that, without any cue cards, and that kind of threw them, the press over there. They were just, oh my gosh. Okay, let me get that giggle out. Anyway, was wonderful to see, and we know that their latest reporting, how much money is still coming in and really keeping them that engine well oiled and running well, and they really have nothing to worry about when it comes down to the finances. Thank God she set it up that Grubby Grub, Sway Sway couldn't get his hands on it. Anyway, at this event, we all remember Harry's playful and mischievous side was seen. Um, some of the food, and I can't remember what it was that he took. I know it's one of the fried, it's almost like a mini turnover, and I can't think of what it was. But anyway, the cameras caught him with those in his hand because he had them behind his back. And then when he realized he didn't even hide. He was like, yeah, it was me. So we also know that at this event, they both were a little bit more jolly because there was a little secret bun in the oven that we weren't aware of, but we found out like a month later, I believe, when they started their tour, their first tour, the Oceania tour. Anyway, getting into Squaddie Corner, there's two new members that I must welcome officially on the live stream. They joined yesterday while I was in one of their live streams. Let me just say welcome. Welcome to Ray Triggs. Welcome, Sexy Toy Lady, to channel membership. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One moment. I have my little thing that I like to play. Um, where is it? Where is it? There it is. New channel member! New channel member! New channel member! So welcome, welcome, welcome to you all. Let me just check, make sure I have nothing else sitting over here. All right, I will acknowledge the other squaddies and channel members that have dropped some messages over on this side. So let me just come up. and finish out this part. All right. So, giving campaign. I shared this with the channel members. I think it was the channel members. I know I put it out on the community tab too. I think that Sussex Community Events had provided an update at that time when they gave it. 64,000 had been raised thus far, which is phenomenal. It still is ongoing. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. It's in the description of the live stream. So, if you're able to give, great. If you're able to share it out, even better. Also, please remember to hit the thumbs up of the live stream. I have not asked that yet. So, um, still on the march to the 10,000 subs. It's the next milestone. Um, there's channel merch, memberships, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, in other royal news, I have to come up with some music. The Belgium family has released information that their heir, because she is the heir to the throne, um, she finished her military training and now she's coming into the U.S. to go to the Harvard Kennedy School for her master's degree. Hello, UK. What is your heir? Does your heir have a master's degree? Okay, just saying. I have to be a little shady. Okay. Whew. So she, um, again, is the daughter of King Philippe and Queen Matilda. I think that's how you say her name. Y'all will correct me. I know that. It was a pretty cool picture that they shared. Her just usual looking like she's right out of, born right here in the USA, but she's not. She's from over there. And congrats to her. Good luck to her. Mhm. When they described the sleeveless shirt, I was like, ooh, how risque for a princess. But, hey, only when it's Meghan is there a problem. Let me get into pre-trash time really, 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 really quickly. What time is it? Okay. So Baby Deranger made a couple of appearances. Baby Deranger. Baby Deranger. All right. So, okay. How dare he be loved, happy, healthy, and wealthy in woke Hollywood when he is destined to be his brother's foil, scapegoat, and workhorse? We demand he leave his wife and children and come back to us in the UK. His refusal to cooperate is unroyal and vexing. His Majesty the King must remove all titles. So, yeah, that is how they have been, the Derangers over there have been acting. It is truly startling at times the way they go on about Harry. And yeah, anyway, um, but, you know, true funny four words. I got things popping up all over the place over here. Over here, over here. Oh, da, da, da. Okay, anyway. Baby Deranger's next appearance. How dare they ask people to vote? It doesn't matter they don't endorse a specific candidate. We know who they prefer. Besides, they have no right to use their platform to promote issues they feel are important. Why do they keep stealing our attention? His Majesty the King must remove all titles. So, as we know, and let me introduce, to some who may be new and not realize who Baby Deranger is. Baby Deranger is the thoughts and the screaming and the um, gnashing of teeth that the derangers do on social media, and it gets condensed into the Baby Deranger. Yeah. So, a squaddie had posted, being that it was court records, posted this email. So the date, we see who it's coming from, who it's going to, who was copied, and it just had the subject of today. Now we know from the privacy lawsuit that she won against the tabloid, hmm Mail Online. Okay, we know right before the Oprah interview, it came out that she was bullying folks. The person who was in receipt of this email, yeah, we keep hearing these stories of, grown men being reduced to tears because she was just a tirade or a dictator or whatever. So let's read this email and you tell me in the comments if you think that she's being harsh and rustling them up. Now, mind you, no matter what time that it's being sent, when you read it is when you need to respond. But okay. Morning, Jason. I hope all is well. I meant to reach out this weekend to set a time to speak this week, but woke up to some sobering text from my mom saying she feels unsafe. With that said, I feel a greater sense of urgency to sit down with you. Now, you know. Okay. Anyway, let me read the whole thing. Would you have some time to talk this afternoon? Would love to debrief a few things discussed, and they blanked out, but most importantly, figure out some sort of action plan to ensure my mom's safety from these egregious paps. My afternoon is free from 12 p.m. onward. Let me know if there's a time that could work for you. Thank you. And this is what y'all are crying about, saying she's sending this work at this time. You respond when you sign on. Maybe you don't sign on till after you see your buddy that, you know, Spaceway. Okay. Anyway, keep that in mind. This is a video that was shared on the X app, and I hollered. Whew. These royal horses, we've seen some get out and run and are bloody, and you wonder what's really going on. All right. So, anyway, the sign says, beware, horses may kick or bite. Of course, it says don't touch, you know, yeah. In the video, a woman walks up. Now, this sign is prominent. Obviously, you see it. And the reason it's saying ouch is because I caught it right towards the end. She walks up and goes to touch the horse, and the horse basically told her in the way that it could to get back, and it bit her. And she's hollering, ouch, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And it's like, you're forewarned right off the gate. You're forewarned right off the gate that, you know, all is well and ends well, and, hey, you know, watch out for the royal horses. That's all I'll tell you. If you see signs, read them because it's giving you warning of what could possibly happen. Don't start screaming and yelling because the horse took a bite out of you when you should have kept your distance. Obviously, it knows the energy from which you gave, because there were other videos posted below that showed a couple of other people who walked up and were able to stand near the horse. The horse actually looked, turned its head for them to take a picture. It looked dead at the camera. So royal horses know to whom they like to be around. I'm just going to say that. All right. Now, Omid is on one. And I have to laugh at him. Every now and then I catch a glimpse of the dumpster fire in my rear view mirror, and phew, are they okay over there? So we all know he's over in the US here in the California doing his thing, because I believe the production is either a movie or TV that's coming out regarding his book. So yeah. So someone had to reply, it's just us burning all your books. He caught them quick. He was like, well, thanks for the royalty checks. I mean, are you going to hurt somebody's feeling if you're like, oh, we're just burning your books? No, because you had to buy them, you dummy. And then if you're, anyway, yeah, mess with Omen if you wish to, but he was not the one that day. Okay. So lots have been happening over this week, but follow along. Um, Let me see. Funny enough, I had no interest. Now, this person, I labeled this person. I put it as squatty thoughts, but I put it as a troll. I did respond to them, and then I just blocked them because they gave me, yeah, they were giving me kind of feels with this. Funny enough, I had no interest in Meghan Markle, the royal family, or the Oprah interview until the smear campaign. At that point, I was like, oh, hold your horses. Anyway, I expect a massive tell all, but got nothing. Then the British media lied about what was said. That's when I discovered Meghan Markle's history of amazing humanitarian work. Now I love her and Harry. I was like, pause yourself. Okay, I did respond. The smear campaign didn't begin after O interview. It began in October 2016, and nearly 8 years later is still happening. They responded back. I just ignore them because it's like, don't play with us that you are a squaddie. We're going to find out, or I'll share with you, because there is somebody who was once acting as if they were a squaddie, and now they've come full throttle. They've taken off their mask. That's why I side eye any new name, person, place, or thing. hmm you have to be tested a little bit. Like we have to see what you're all about before we just say, "Oh yes, we're going to give you our full support," and "Oh yes, many of us that have been in the trenches for a while are like, mm-mm, mm-mm. All right, so let me do this really quickly. So, what? Okay, so let me acknowledge these comments because, yeah, I need to acknowledge the comments and the super stickers. And I see I have a new member, and thank you to you. So, Church Nelly, 30 months of membership. That's hard to believe. It doesn't feel like I've been going that long here on the YouTubers. Church Nelly says Super Saturday, VS speaks royally, and squatties. Yes, wonderful. I saw you. I did say hi to you before the live stream started. So, to you. Black Queen, thank you to you for the super sticker. May the love you've dropped on me be returned unto you 1,000,000,000 times over. Elaine, thank you for the super sticker. Same to you. May the love dropped upon you be returned unto you 1,000,000,000 times over. Corlita, to you. Thank you for the super sticker. And may the love you've dropped on me be returned to you 1,000,000, 1,000, and million times over. Let me look on my phone because I have to check and see if anything dropped on the other side. And I'm getting all kinds of notifications. And no. Okay. So let me play my little thing for y'all. Hold on. Here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. So to the three of you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, 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 and again. Dave's Adventure. Hello. Thank you for 28 months of membership. Thank you. Thumbs up, Mrs. VSN. Yes. So Um, thank you to you. Saw your update. Many prayers for you, also, Dave. And welcome, Mrs. Murph, to channel membership. To you, welcome. Let me play my little welcome. I didn't see your message when I first scanned and looked when I played for sexy toy lady and Trick. New channel member. New channel member. New channel member. And again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for hitching your wagon to mine and throwing a little extra support behind the channel. I will acknowledge you once the live stream ends, as I do with all channel members. I already acknowledged Ray Triggs and Sexy Toy Lady. So thank you, and welcome. All right, let me come back over to comments. Let me take this. I'll leave that, take that off, put that there. All right. Um, uh, Let me see this. Ian, any news on Terrell and Sherry Well? Sherry Ware? No. Sherry, there was an update, I believe, last weekend provided to us. I'm not sure, but about Terrell, what happened to him? I know who he is, but what happened to him? Hopefully everything is okay. I'm just checking to make sure I have not missed anything massive or urgent or whatever. All right, so um ooh, Mrs. S, my boss is in the chat. How are you? You said the LA time zone is hell. The West Coast, yeah, yeah. And me moving it back kind of helped a little bit. Didn't it sort of kind of help a little bit? Although if you were up with the baby, that your grand, that might be why. So, but good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Gwen's like anyone burning a book is an idiot. Yeah, well, of course they, you know. Let me behave myself. Woo. Let me see. I'm just scanning comments. You know, I don't want to miss too much. I'm just kind of looking. Hey, Benjamin. I'm going to be calling out names here. Yes, don't get mad if I don't say yours, but I'm just as I'm scanning, I'm seeing their names. Let's see. Hey, Emma, how are you? All right, those are greetings stuff. Let me see. Let me come down and I'm going to come back down. If not, we could get. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Rositas, how are you? I'm going to get into the trash time because I know that's where y'all really want to go and really want to cut up and all that other stuff. Um, Hi to all those in the clouds at the space stations, etc., etc. Hope you all are well. Don't be scared. You can drop down. Don't be scared. Just know that the mods are on it and they're ready to go. So, you know. Uh-oh. Someone else said something about, I don't remember who it is, Lord of mercy. It might have been Joan had mentioned she has issues on her phone um, when she's in the chat. I don't know. It's not me. Oh, hey. I'll say, hey, howdy. Nobody cares. Work harder. Hey, Spottum. Oh my. Lorna is saying Terrell has moved everything from his YouTube channel except a few comments on the community page. Ooh. Maybe he's going in a different direction. Did he explain what was happening? I know a lot. Hi, C. How are you? Yeah. YouTube has been coming for folks. I don't know if that's the issue or whatever, but yeah. Okay, so Ian, you got the update, yeah, on Sherry. Yep. Just have to keep all of our squaddies, in prayers and all that other stuff. Mrs. S says, I'm responding from my iPod, but the phone is zero. Yeah, okay. I had said that, I think it was Joan that was saying she was having issues, and I'm like, I've not heard of that. Like, it's not that y'all are saying certain names that I might have in the banned word section, and then it just kind of drops out. But yeah, and yes, Rhonda, I'm going to star this because that might be the last comment that comes up. Check your voter registration status and your poll location. Yes, make sure that you still are showing active because people are trying stuff. Anyway, Wendy says the haters are always losing it when Harry and Meghan speaks on anything. Yeah, and it's a little bit like enough is enough already. We know that that's something that she has always done, even before meeting Prince from the UK. After he sought to meet her. Let's just make that clear. Hey, Compton Callie, how are you? Hope you are well. Hi, hi, hi to everybody. Jules, yes, I see you out there. Hazel, please remember everybody. Hey, Navi, how are you? Faith, okay. Let me pay attention. Let me get back over here. All right. I just saw a comment. Oh yes, I'm gonna use that probably as my last one when we get ready to come out of here. All right. Black Queen is saying, Karen, absolutely true. You can't fake humanity with children. Yeah. They know. They're very, very aware of surroundings. We'll be talking in code. Very aware of surroundings. Um, yeah, we'll just say before the age of 5, they are very aware. They see things. Okay, let me move on. Um, Let me see. Why are your streets going to be packed, Benjamin? Am I missing something? Of course I am. Let me see. Ooh. Um, Lorna says the widow of the Russian opposition leader who died in Russian prison will also be speaking at the Clinton summit, and I'm going to take a sip of my tea on that message. Mm. Safe travels to her. Yes, Gwen, you got that so right. Security will be tight. Yes, and I'm sure he's already informed them of what media, etc. So people can play around. They have now found out what happens to you when you really get on the bad side. Hey, Olive. Hi, Joyce. Let me see. Any other comments? Bum, 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 bum. I just saw something. Lorna. Oh, okay. Lorna is the Canadian aficionado. Thank you. It's so good to have people all over this globe. I tell you that, and then you can inform me. So yeah, I thought I had read they had referred to Nelly as being from Canada, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, so she'll be performing. Miss Viv, to you. How are you? Let me come on down. Karen W. All right. So Wendy is saying Prince Harry honoring servicemen and women. Kevin Costner event looking so dapper and happy. Duchess Meghan was sick, didn't attend. Good for Harry. Oh, I will have to go out and look for that. Ooh, thank you, Wendy. I will have to go out and look for that. Elle, how are you? Good evening to you. Mamo! I may not have said hi to you, but I did have your comment up. But yeah. Church Nelly, I was about to say, no, he does not. And then I read your full comment again. Peghead does have a master's degree in idiocy. Oh, gosh. Okay. Hey, Patricia. Um, Patricia says, hello, squad of VS. Hope all is well. Are we having a mute on Royal Family while Harry is in New York City? Because you know they'll be trying to grab our attention. I don't know why they would be looking for squatties for attention. Some watch their stuff or see their stuff just based on where they live. I, I'm not checking for them. I will see it, I'm sure, if a squatty shares it and it winds up in my timeline. Um, but there's always a mute. I just happen to choose to be one of those that will discuss, put them in their right appropriate place, which is trash time. Okay. So speaking of trash time, um, I don't know what I think I had an article or something on this, and I don't think it made it over to trash time in any way. Yeah, Baldy visited Scotland. No one showed up. Take a clue, William. The Scots don't like you. It's pretty sad. I'm not sure what else they need to do in order to get more participation when he shows up, but hey, it is what it is, what it is, what it is. All right, I think I've caught up. I went up above and came back down. So anyway, let's see. Oh, okay. Royal Sussex, aka Baron, did a podcast on the 850 event when Harry spoke. Oh, okay. I know they were there. Was that last year they attended? Maybe early this year. I'm not sure, but I remember seeing them because I loved the outfit. That's whenever the news is talking about how Hollywood hates them and snubs them, all of a sudden we see that they're attending events with like yeah, anyway. And they're friends and neighbors of these people. So derangers will derange. All right, Mrs. S, my son-in-law just gave me the baby, so I will be listening and not responding. Aw. You might have to you may need to turn the volume off because it's not right for the baby to hear. Trash time. T Mac, how you doing? I'm just loving how well the Sussexes are doing. All the haters can go F off, and I'm just being nice. Yes, I know. I know. I know. Okay, yeah, they were there last year also. Yep. Okay. See, I miss a lot too. So I appreciate y'all. So the 850, mhm, I will have to get out there and look for that information. And then y'all already know about it. So, I can share it or not. But okay. Let me come over here. Let me come back, make sure. Oh, me oh my. I went over to YouTube and this is the comment that I saw. It was the last comment in the chat. Hell no, volume up. Oh, you're too funny. Oh, let me see. Connie is saying Team Mac Me Too, H&M are thriving at a speed God has blessed them with. Yes, so what God has for them is for them, and they are, keep on hating on them, y'all. The derangers and trolls in the UK media and the royal family, through your mouthpieces, because you aren't stopping them at all. They're being blessed even more so. So now we've looked around, we've seen, we've talked, we've hinted, we've been a little shady, but let's get on into it. Okay. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. I just okay, let me just share this. So TMZ, they do a live, but they were like, Kate Middleton Palace issues cancer update. Stop with the fakeness, stop with the craziness. And they basically were like, what is really going on here? Because this is very weird. But anyway, I need that family to really get it together. I don't KP, what is going on there? Okay. Just gotta ask that question because that picture elicited a note, editor's note being put on it. Princess of Wales releases update, blah blah blah. Um, I like how they give all this information, but the editor's note was quick and in a hurry. Um, I'm not gonna try to read all of that, but y'all can see that Getty's is not playing with them. They already told them that y'all are not a trusted source. Yeah. I heard this was an old picture. I don't think I found that info like saw it to like share it, but yeah, Getty is like use this picture at your own warning, warning, use this picture, but you're warned, warning, warning. I can't handle it. I'm just one photo doctored and you will forever any picture they ever put out any is going to have an editor's note on it. But y'all deserve that. Yes. Y'all deserve it. You wanted to play around and now you're finding out. Okay, you FA'd and now you FO. Excuse me, sip of my tea. All right, so I've deemed the next screenshot's birthday gate. So the royal family, for the first time in a couple of years, wished Harry a happy birthday last Sunday. And let me just say, Buckingham Palace released a statement for Paul and Grumella. And Sway Sway and the absent lady just forwarded the tweet, put their little blah blah to it also. I don't even know if they said anything. I think they just retweeted it. And the firestorm began. So there was a whole lot of comments under the tweets just talking about, oh, you cropped Meghan out, blah, blah, blah. And of course, getting into doctoring or touching or altering pictures, they were catching firestorm because squaddies recognized the picture. Many in the media recognized the picture that are outside the UK and knew where it came from and had shared the actual picture. And I thought I had brought it over, but anyway, it was from when Harry and Meghan were doing an event. And, of course, you're just going to show the picture with Harry in it. So let me see if I can find in my stash of content that I thought I had brought over. Ooh. Let me see. It was getting error messages, so that's another reason why I didn't bring it over. Let me just pull this in so you can see. But the palaces have been releasing statements, or the palace has been releasing a statement to say they did not crop out Meghan. They didn't crop her out. We swear that she was not cropped out. But it's just funny to me. Buckingham Palace had to respond. no. The hole you dug for her, y'all have fallen into, and now y'all are gonna have to respond anytime you release a picture of him without her in it, because people are seeing that y'all are shady as. Okay, so they responded to the cropping. It's here. Why Buckingham Palace did not crop out Meghan. Y'all deserve this heat, and I'm loving it for you. Oh, this is where this idiot, and I have to show that again. I'll go back to that, but here they're saying they did not do it. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. And even I think this is People was even getting into it. No, she wasn't cropped out. No, 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 she wasn't cropped out. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. We didn't do it. But you know, they deserve a little bit of that. Now, Wooty Woot. His name is on this screenshot. Woody Woot. I call the maggot. That was a more appropriate name, but his statement. I don't know what has happened. They've pissed off some of the. I'll just say that they have upset some of their talking or mouthpieces, talking heads, because they seem to be saying things that would they really do that ever in life? So Woody Woot, the worm, the maggot, all the other names that y'all wish to call him. Sad that you felt pressured into doing this, especially after accusing William of being a violent bully and Catherine a bitch in Spare. Now, this is underneath the happy birthday, the Duke of Sussex. They have been quiet for 2 years, maggot, and hadn't even wished, and you and your cohorts used to run around, they didn't say nothing about his birthday. Look at them snubbing him, blah, blah, blah. And now you come around to actually, and thank God Squaddie's caught this screenshot because I'm shocked they even left it up there to even have been caught. But especially after accusing William of being a violent bully. Well, I mean, and Catherine a bitch. Well, she is. Okay. Y'all ran with the stories and thus and such. If Harry had fought back, oh, it would have been a much to do. But I just love Catherine is a bitch. Hims is upset that they wished Harry a happy birthday. Priceless. Priceless. Some trolls are too, but nevertheless, they always are. Anyway, I don't know who Glitter Magazine is. I just had to chuckle. There are several articles that I saw that had a different amount each time. Each article had a different amount on how much Harry was inheriting on his 40th birthday. How they know the exact amounts, they don't, obviously, because the three different amounts that came out too. So you hear one that says it's a few million. This one says 8.5 million. How do you know the exact amount? Obviously, if Sway Sway knew the amount, that might be why he's looking haggard, because he's looking real bad. There's a few other things people are saying that might be causing him to look as bad, but we're going to just kind of move on. All right. The absent lady. So let me take the banner down for a moment. Ooh, she's returning to royal duties, as she should, but she doesn't usually do much anyway. So, okay, moving on. Next. Next. Um, Da, 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 da. There is a new savior in town. I want y'all all to know there is a new savior for the British royal family. There is a new savior. They're always looking for a savior. I don't know why, but they are always looking for a savior. Mhm. The sister, okay. The brother of the future queen consort is the savior. So, he has a book out. I'm sure it has failed miserably as it should. But anyway, in his new memoir, The Prince of Wales' Brother, so you can't even give him his name, James Middleton, all right, reveals a close knit unit who are quietly influencing the future of the monarchy by selling dog food, selling little party favors, some that had Nazi symbols on them. I'm not even joking. His little arm of the business was doing that type of stuff. So is that quietly influencing the future of the monarchy? Do say they're trying to take over. I mean, mm, interesting words. Anyway. Under related topics, because Squad zooms in. Under related topics, why is Harry and Meghan a related topic? Because they aren't in the Middleton family. They are still part of the royal family, but the monarchy, yeah, no. The only ones that need to be concerned about in being influenced is Sway and Paul. And, Cromilla ain't gonna allow nobody getting near her man to influence him on anything other than what she wants, which I guess is Royal Lodge. And Andrew is telling them all to go F off because he's not moving. But anyway, that's their internal fight. For the couple that, I wonder what she told him to influence this look. This one is just classic. They look so thrilled to be around and with each other, no matter what that video they put together, the AI bullcrap. Anyway, Sway. Mm, 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 mm. You're getting all the karma that you deserve. I just say that because here is what your future balcony is going to look like. Y'all keep it up. That's what it's going to look like. Now, just a few little things, and then I'll close out and jump into comments and then get my butt off of here and do what I should have done about 5 hours ago. All right. Cambridgeshire Live. Hopefully, I said that correctly. The Duke of Sussex will be making a return to the UK at the end of the month, yes, for Well Child annual awards, yes, with many wondering if he will take the opportunity to meet up with his estranged father, King Charles. He saw him this year, he's good. I'll answer that question. Here's the article Harper Bazaar wrote about the dress that Meghan wore to the Alliance for Children's Rights tennis event. So um, I'm just going to let that go because I just was like, you wrote about her dress? her clothing even get an article of their own? Okay. Anyway. Look at the date. Let me just make sure y'all are seeing what I'm. Okay. It hasn't changed yet. Okay. Now, YouTube is showing this. Look at the date of this article, then read the headline. What did Meghan Markle do with her engagement ring from ex-husband Trevor E? There's a pretty dramatic story surrounding the whereabouts of the Duchess of Sussex's first engagement ring, which shares one striking similarity to the diamond she wears today. I saw this. I had to look at the date, look at the date again, and look at the date. I was like, this is 2024. Who the is worrying about her first engagement ring, which, from my understanding, she sent back? Now, saying that it has similarities, like y'all are now studying pictures of her hand when she was engaged many moons ago. Uh, they just can't handle that she is with Harry. They just cannot handle it. I feel for them, but she is, and they're very happy and moving on. Or go outside, touch some grass, and hug a tree if you're upset. But this is like engagement ring gate. Ooh, I'll tell you what, that ring didn't have bad juju on it like the one that you can't seem to find when you want to find, and then she shows up in videos and her hand disappears a little bit and that type of stuff goes on. All right. The absent lady, yeah. The juju on her engagement ring, true. She's getting some of that back too, in whichever way it is coming. All right. Um, Last little screenshot. I think I may have shared this, I'm not sure. So They were all wax poetic. They were doing their, oh, look at Harry's turning 40, da 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 da. So reading this, I was like, met Harry as he turned 30. Here's how he changed. Okay. If the Duke of Sussex uses his 40th birthday to reflect on the past decade, he'll have plenty to ponder. He got married, met the woman he's always dreamed of in his list. Y'all get where I'm going. Um, he fell in love. He knew she was it when he saw her on that Snapchat with the dog filter. Okay. Nobody else can say that. Married her, they have children. He lives a free life outside of the UK and the royal family um, guillotine. Let me say it like that. So, down at the bottom, after I was just like, what are they talking about? He has plenty to ponder. His life is good. The next decades will be wonderful for him. Prince Harry, what awaits Duke of Sussex as he enters fifth decade? I was like, pause. Fifth decade, he just turned 40. Okay. Some of y'all need to have, folks that not only edit, but they proofread. Okay, because that right there, when he hits 50, we'll talk about the fifth decade. But all right, anyway, that was just a little funny for me. Um, to all the derangers out there, yeah, y'all are gonna get it. Y'all are gonna get it. Get it, get it, get it. The lady in black is making her list. I kept getting errors on things that I was loading, and I see that some were messed, but that's okay because there's always another chance to share. I can throw it into the members area if nothing else. But Lady in Black is keeping her list long because some of y'all just won't fall off the list by just shutting up and leaving Meghan alone. Harry, he's so used to it, but leave Meghan alone. And because of that, my middle finger energy is up and stuck when it comes down to the British royal family and their mouthpieces, the media over there. So, anyway, I see there's a whole bunch of comments. Let me get up here. Let me come jump in the comments with y'all a little bit. And then I think we hit an hour. Yeah. And then I'll. Nora, the Stock Explorer. I want you all. Nora had to put one of her beloved down, who was very sick. And so the other night she shared with the channel members. And so send a little love and hugs to her in the chat. Thank you. All right. She's saying she's driving and listening. I love you back. Okay, let's see. Let me scroll on. I'm going to pick a spot in the chat and then work my way down. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Cookies and cream. Now that's my manager. She negotiates the contracts. um. Okay, oral rolls here. Coming on down, looking, just reading some comments. All right, I'm gonna start here and then work my way down. Um, oh, see, thank you so much. Let me acknowledge you. Let me come find my comment. I'll star it so I know where to start again. So, C dropped a little love on me. Thank you for the super sticker. May the love that you dropped on me be returned unto you 1,000,000,000 times over. Let me get to my spot because once I go up after trash time, I'm nowhere near it. Here we go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you again and again and again and again. Let me check my phone. Lord of mercy, Jesus, keep me near the cross. Mhm. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Just wanted to check something else out. And thank you again. See, all right. Now, this is where I back back where I started. And of course, I have to come back into this side. Here we go. Mrs. S is saying, my pole is right across from my house, so I will look through the window and hightail my ass there as soon as the line ease up. Well, there you go. I'll do my early voting. Just get it out the way and done. Compton Callie, how are you again? She's responding and I'm reading. Thanks for asking. Let me see. Yes, Connie, that's true. We wish Sherry well. Sherry Ware well. That's a tongue twister right there. We do. And for all of the squaddies here listening on replay, and those adjacent, if you're here and you're supporting me, I consider you a squaddie. All right. Um, oh, okay, Grace. Thank you. So you're saying that Terrell is going through some personal issues at the moment, but keep him in your prayers. Yes. Keep him in your prayers. Taking a sip of tea. I'm just going to say it because it's in my mind. I thought he had derailed off of the Sussex train. And so and I'll just leave it at that. I guess I was wrong. And let me continue down in the comments. Hey, Kathy G, how are you? Ooh, 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 doo, 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 doo. Hi, Marjorie, how are you? You're saying hi, everyone. Happy Sabbath. Yes, and to you. All right, let me come on down. Do, 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 do. Uh, uh, okay. I wish I could. I'm StreamYard. If you're listening or you happen to listen one day, can you please give the feature now that we can highlight comments and there's a separate section? Can you have it where we can have more than one that can stay visible? So we can highlight one comment, but I would like to at least have two or three. And they just stack each other. Okay, thank you. All right, I'll put it out in the atmosphere. Thank you. Appreciate it. As if I make a difference. Woo, Rosita, the haters will choke on their hate. Yes, they will. Just not fast enough, but they will. Okay. Grace is saying Kate should sue her plastic surgeon. All those months she still looks wrinkled. Okay, let me come back over here. I'm not even gonna say what okay, Marcia is saying. Marcia. I have to say that when I see that name, okay. KP still not learning. No, they're not. They probably never will. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Rosita's Church Nelly, you're trying to be a contortionist for your hubby or Nacho? Oh Lord. I can only imagine the response that was received back for that comment. Let me see. Hattie is saying they are so childish. KC3 is almost 80 years old and Baldy 43 and they're acting like kids, and I love it for them. I love it for them. Let them continue to have a war of the Wales or, the Windsors. There you go. War of the Windsors. Let them have it. Let them continue on. Love it for them. It's kind of silly because if Sway Sway is that anxious to have a title where it's going to put more work on his shoulders, as if, he has a whole lot on his shoulders now. Well, unless somebody stands on them. But yeah, they are childish, both of them. But I love it for them because it gives me great laughter. Woo, because of the shenanigans of KP. Now, BP is also, and I said that when it happened, all the palaces are going to be put under that microscope and they're going to immediately have to, respond. And I love that they were catching heat when it was inferred that they had snubbed Meghan by, cropping her out of the picture. But that's fine. It was Harry's birthday. No problem. No problem. But there is a picture that out of the main one that Harry and Meghan are at the table, there's one that Getty had that was just of Harry, and I'm sure there's one that they have just of Meghan. But that's funny. They're getting caught up in their own. Oh my gosh. Okay. Church Nelly. Oh Lord, no. There is a Getty Images one that just has Harry, and that's the one that they and other publications used. So, mhm. But anyway, we're not shocked by it. None of the, I'll say, Sussex squad is really shocked by, BP, KP, any of them, of the P's snubbing or cropping Megan out. Hell, we try to crop them out whenever we can, but most times we're trying to remove trash off of pictures. Okay, anyway. Mhm. Excuse me. Taking a sip. Hattie says, don't they realize they could crop her out of all the pictures of them, but she's still his wife in his life and together? Yeah. It's the fact that they had to respond. The world is watching them. That's the part we have to remember. So they may go back on their mute challenge themselves when it comes down to his birthday. Maybe they should have shared the picture of him with his mom, Diana, as an infant and just said happy birthday. Ooh, but Cromilla would have had a fit. Okay, never mind. Never mind. That wasn't the right thing to say or do for them. Ooh. Jules is saying Kate is such a snake. Thinks she needs etiquette lessons from Queen Meghan, and Willie needs lessons from Harry about how to actually be a real man and get over himself. Well, those lessons should have been given to him a long time ago, but he's the heir. He's special. He's the heir, is all he ever heard. But as a child, he was acting crazy. Let me see. Wendy, Charles Spencer celebrated his sister, Princess Diana, at Althorp House with a choir singing in honoring the Diana Awards. Diana will never be forgotten. True, never will be. He stated that when he was doing the eulogy. Okay. And he also said that he would look out after the boys, but mhm. Cookies and Cream is a little upset. In reading this comment, ooh, the dirty feminine hygiene man, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Isn't it, Patel? Petty, racist, vindictive. Ooh, she didn't even finish her thought. She had a comment, so she was going to go on. Church Deli, damn, Cookies, tell us how you, yes, tell us how you really feel. True, y'all. Mina, how are you? Little man Wooten. Woo, woo, needs to worry about his own issues that he's got going on, y'all. They went easy on him. I see that the former BBC anchor who was caught up with his own situation is not going to be facing any problems either legally. Mm. Oh, see, I know why. There were certain pictures that I guess that's where it errored and it didn't pull in. There was one of Sway Sway talking very closely to somebody in a nightclub. It wasn't a female. Okay. I'm just going to move on. That one just won't pull over. I'm not going to worry about it. You probably all have seen it. All right. Kathy G is saying, how can we tell when she's working? Working and not working looks the same. That part. That part. That part. Marjorie, so who pressured the palaces? Certainly Harry never asked them, as they have been ignoring Harry's birthday for the past few years. Woody woo. Should go back under his rock, Lord of mercy. Yes. Yes, he should. Oh, Lord, she finished her thought down here. Okay. Cookies and cream, let me pick up at the vindictive, racist, corrupt, evil, slimy, big ear, thick fingers man. Whew. That was a whole lot she covered there. Hello, Majesty Sussex Report. How are you? Good to see you. M to the G. Yes. T Mac, the Middletons can write a book. Harry can't. Yes. You know that. Anybody but them. Anybody but them. hmm But shaping the monarchy? I had a hard eye roll right there. You just couldn't see it. Maybe I should be on camp. No, I can't because All right, let me read this. Miss September, how you doing? Hi everyone. Harry's inheritance changes just like the number of bathrooms in their changes. Okay, just like the number of bathrooms in their house and the amount they pay for their house. Yeah, that's true because it changes. You see it one day it's 10 bathrooms, the next time you see it it's 15 bathrooms, the next time it's 100 bathrooms. Yes, it's always changing. It just makes me laugh. Keep 'em guessing. That's right, Sussex says keep 'em guessing. Kathy G, influencing the monarchy. Well, I guess they will be bankrupt in a couple of years. I mean, those that $80 million worth of jewels that went missing after the Queen passed away, and the last one seen wearing some of them. Absent lady, she went missing for a while too. Ooh, go figure. Anyway, Lorna is saying so. James Middleton Ness. Ooh, let me do this. James Middleness, I'll say it like that, is saying that Willie Leaks is so weak minded that when he becomes king, they will be leading him by the nose. No change. Camilla does that with Chucky. Yeah, well, be fair. Be afraid. Be very, very afraid. I guess they want that duchy, which he would lose to his, well, it won't lose it. It goes down to his son by the time that changeover. The change in succession happens again. V, tell us how you really feel. They're sick of the head, VS speaks, yeah. T Mac, woo, are you freaking kidding me? Old, old, new. They don't have nothing better to do with their sad little lives. They have nothing better to do but to make up stuff. Gumby, I think that's what she's referred to, who was so upset. I don't know if the screenshot even made it across. I tried to bring it over several times. Was upset with Meghan having the sticker with, the voter registration type thing. I'm like, y'all really need to get a life. But anyway, so Majesty Sussex report, those people really need to have their heads checked. Crazy. They are all drinking water from the Denial River. That's cute. Yes, they are. That's filled with a lot of ish. And that's why they always spew ish. Okay. When he says Prince Harry's visit to New York is going to be lit. Yes, it is. He is going to be busy, 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 busy. And I love it for him. Love it for him. And I hope Meghan feels better since we did see that she was. It's been churning and I don't think I actually said it. But anyway, let me see. Hattie is saying T Mac, no, they don't. They are throwing everything at the walls to see what sticks. Yeah, well, they like playing with Ish, so I guess that's why. Tear. It's none of your damn business what she did with the engagement ring. Exactly. Like I truly believe I read in interviews or something that she said she sent it back or whatever. She only wanted, I think it was the food processor or something she took out of that marriage. It just really wasn't, and it wasn't any drama behind it. He has remarried. He married an heiress. He married well, but we don't see, articles written about that. Ooh, there you go, Church Nelly. Kuja. Oh, Ian says Harry flew 5,000 miles to see his father, and that mean spirited sperm donor could only give him his said son 30 minutes of his time. In Harry's shoes, that man would have come to see me this time around. Yeah, yeah, basically. Basically. He flew in after the cancer diagnosis was released to the media, and then he went over there. And we remember the CBS interview took place because it was an Invictus kickoff that was happening, and they were up in Canada. So, and he had that really nice interview, and that was the first question out the gate. Mm-hmm. That's why Gwen is saying, that's why Harry has that great smile on his face. He's happy, genuinely happy. It's not, let me just put on the smile because I'm at this event and I need to get through it. No, he's genuinely happy when he's out and about, especially with his wife. Yes. Woo! Cookies and cream. Where is the Rottweiler's first engagement ring? Where's her first flea collar? Where is her first leash? Jesus. And those of you who may not know who she's referring to Casey Three's wife, the one that was cheating with him when he was married to Diana. All right, yeah, that one. Wendy, since Baldy is not connecting with his public, does that mean William and who marriages another contract to save the ill-fated monarchy? I don't know. Did you mean William and Kate? Shaw, save the monarchy. That was a case the Queen would have chose somebody much different, much different. But he's used to Sway is used to having people around him that are just bobbleheads. Yes, that's good. Yes, that's good. Yeah, that sounds good. That's what he's used to. So Tier is saying some of these people need a lesson in simple math, Will, and even that wouldn't help. Even that wouldn't help. Even that wouldn't help. So I'm gonna skip through a lot of the comments. Let me see who was saying bye. Oh, bye, Elaine, to you. I'm getting ready to go myself. Because yeah, I need to take care of what I should have taken care of 6 hours ago. Jesus. When the UK media is still pushing Hollywood turn their backs on the Sussexes yet again. Here, Harry and Meghan with Oprah and Kevin Costner events among friends. Right. Another debunked. There are always receipts. Exactly. They're just out there living their life. That is the community in which they live in. So she was part of Hollywood. I don't know why they always want to go with that. They're being snubbed. And in fact, Portia, Ellen's wife, was there at the Godmother's book store opening event. So Mrs. S says Harry and Meghan will not sit on the Iron throne. So those numpties need to worry about KC3 and his consort, two homewreckers. Yeah, the head of a church. That's what gets me, but nevertheless, the head of a church. Hey, Antoinette, how are you? Let me see. Church, I'm so tired of mean and unseen cosplay in the Sussexes. Well, they have nothing else to do. Her going back to work, maybe that'll help her. I don't know. I say work loosely. Y'all know what I mean. Wendy says it's fun. It's quite funny that the UK media pushing for Harry to come back. Yeah, well, they can push all they want. Why? Just so that they can use him openly more so as a scapegoat, and they would. Oh, please. Those headlines about Meghan would be horrific, no matter what he says. Because even when he released that statement in October of 2016, or maybe the beginning of November 2016, telling them to back off, yeah, that did nothing. So anyway, all right. Yes, I reached the bottom of the chat. Ooh, look at that. I please don't be offended if I did not see your comment, did not call out your name. It's a lot happening, going on, et cetera, et cetera. And the chat is moving like wildfire. I feel blessed that you're all here. Um, please remember to hit the thumbs up. Please share out if you're able to share out. Please spread the word about VS Speaks Royally. Tell folks come over, check out, hang out, all that stuff. I give kudos to Ted, Florida Claimers. Y'all know him because he's been in the chat. Yes. He's part of the um, scratch community, and that's the ticket. They scratch the lottery tickets. Yes. Ted has been telling different content creators that he's connected with about. I appreciate that, Ted, very, 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 very much. Anyway, all right. Whew. I have been doing a lot of talking. I do appreciate y'all. Let me get the last comment up that I had here. Again, Mrs. Murph to the new channel member, Sexy Toy Lady, Ray Triggs. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mrs. Murph, I will welcome you once the live stream ends, as I do with all. So Rhonda's comment here, check your voter registration status and your poll location. Yes, yes, and yes. If you're going to participate, you need to know where you stand so you don't get that embarrassment and realize that they took you off the rolls. Anyway, please take care of yourselves. See you around the YouTube halls. Love you all. Bye.